everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today is going to be my Ulta 21 days of beauty recap and what I bought. So it's kind of like an Ulta haul. I guess it is an Ulta haul. It's just that I got everything in individual packages because they just shipped everything separately, whatever you purchased on what day. So got a lot of packages in the last 3 weeks, but I wanted to kind of do a recap on what I purchased. I've never done this before. I kind of implied of what I was going to purchase, but never did a recap of what I actually did purchase. So I thought it was a good idea to go ahead and do that today. So let's get into it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna go in order of how I purchased them. I figure that's the easiest way to do it. So the first products that I purchased were from NudeStix, and I did say I was going to purchase them, and I did, and it was the Roses and Honey Nudes set and the Baby Nude Skin Eyes, Face, and Lip set. So these are the two that I purchased, and let's go ahead and do some swatches. Okay, so the Baby Nude Skin set is a blush in Body Language and a Nudies Glow in Blvd. So the first is Body Language. I do have a lot of these. I purchased a lot in the spring sale. They had them, they were 50% off, and I bought a bunch of these. And Body Language was one of the ones that I did want, and I didn't get that time. So this is Body Language. I do really like these products. They're super convenient, great for the go, great for vacation. And then Blvd is the highlighter. The highlighter I can honestly do without, it's a really pretty highlighter. It's not something that I use a lot, but it is really, really pretty. So those are the two from that set. Now the Roses and Honey Nude set is 3, but they're all minis, which I love. I love it came in this little tin, and I love that they're minis because I just think it's really convenient. And honestly, I think these are probably more convenient than the full size for vacations. So the shades that it came in were, the blush was Bohemian Rose, the bronzer was Bondi Bay, which I do have in a full size, but I absolutely love, so I don't mind having a smaller one. And then the glow or highlighter is Hey Honey. So let's see, Bohemian Rose is going to be, let's do it on this side. So that's Bohemian Rose. This is Bondi Bay. And this is Hey Honey. So, well, let's put Hey Honey next to the other highlighter, so you can kind of see they're very similar. So again, I really like having these in a set. I think they're great. It's a really great way. These are perfect for traveling, perfect for a cruise. I am working on a giveaway, so I did purchase an extra one of these, and one of these little tins will be in the giveaway. So I am working on that, so that will be forthcoming. Okay, so the next 2 products that I purchased are the Juvia's Place Luxe Liner. So I got actually 2 shades. I think these ended up being like $5. I love Juvia's Place. I've never tried any of the lip products, but these were $5, so I thought it was a really great opportunity to try them. And I got the shades Love Me and Sweet Nothing. So let's go ahead and swatch them. This is Love Me, and this is going to be Sweet Nothing. So I have not tried these out on the lips yet. So Love Me is pink, Sweet Nothing is kind of a nude, but these were the ones that kind of called to me. I thought they were great. Haven't had a chance to use them yet, but I'm really anxious to try them. And for $5, why not? Okay, so the next product I purchased was the Smashbox and Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So Becca obviously went out of business about a year ago, and Smashbox, they were both owned by Estee Lauder. Smashbox purchased some of the products from some of the formulas from Becca, and they came out with the under eye corrector. So the under eye corrector used to have 2 shades, and then now they have 4 shades. So I really couldn't decide which shade I was going to buy, so I ended up getting 2. So this is the Fair Light. The Fair Light is the new shade. So that is the Fair Light. And then the medium shade is the shade that was existing. So I I never had the Becca, the original one, so I don't have that to compare to, but I do use the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I use a couple others like testing, and this is the medium one. So this is very similar in color to the medium one from the one that I use from Charlotte Tilbury. I use the medium 2, I think. So I'm really kind of curious to test these and see how they compare. This is really creamy. So this is the medium, and it is definitely a peachier, and then the light has more of a pink. So I feel like the light is going to be more of a brightener, and then the medium is going to be more of a color corrector. So this is the light, okay? So that is, you can see the light, it's definitely more pink. The medium is more peach. So I'm gonna test them and see how it compares to the Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm working on probably doing a color corrector roundup and which ones I like, which are my favorite, which ones I don't like. So I'm definitely going to be including these in there, but they're normally $33. They were $16.50. I ended up spending $33 because I got 2, but you know, I think they're definitely going to be uses. So the medium is more for color correcting, and the light is going to be more for brightening, and I'll use both. Okay, so the next item I purchased is the Teami Green Tea Facial Scrub. So this was not on my radar, and I think I even mentioned that this was a day that I was probably not going to be purchasing anything. However, as I was kind of looking at each sale every day and researching the products, this one had great reviews, and I do like a facial scrub. So I decided it was only $12.50. The reviews on this one was really, really good. So I went ahead and purchased it. And it says it's a hydrate, exfoliate, and moisturize. So yeah, I have not used it yet. I have a couple scrubs, so I'm trying to use up what I have before I go ahead and use this. But here is the jar. It is still sealed. You can kind of see it's green tea. So really anxious to try this though. So it is, like I said, it is 4.5 ounces. It was like $12.50. So, you know, for $12.50, it can't be horrible, but it did have really great reviews. So anxious to try it out. Okay, so the next item on my list was something that I did say I was going to be picking up. I just didn't think I was going to pick up 4, and that is the Mented Cosmetics Lip Liners. I was planning on only picking up 2 shades, and then as I was kind of shopping, I ended up with 4. So I got peach, pink, Lala, and nude. So a year ago, they had the lipsticks on, the semi-matte lipsticks were on as part of the sale. And I picked up, it was the peach, the pink, and the nude Lala. So I picked up those 3 shades. Nude, I'm not sure what nude goes with, but I have the lipsticks for those. Now Lala is a little bit darker, but I just went ahead and picked them up. They ended up being like $6. I love the lipsticks. They're so good quality. So I figured I'd pick these up. So let's go ahead and do the swatches. So this is going to be nude. This is Lala. This is peach. And finally we have pink. So again, nude, Lala, peach, and pink. I love these. I have not used them yet, but I did kind of match them up with the lipsticks that I have, the 3 that I have matching. They match perfectly. So I was very happy that these went on sale. The quality seems really good. Obviously, I'm really bad at swatches and, you know, trying to do it on a little tiny camera, but I'm really happy. And again, for $6, that's cheaper than what you're gonna find in the drugstore. Okay, next up is the most expensive product that I purchased during the sale, and that is the Thorn Oil, the Priming Facial Elixir. This is from a recommendation from Teresa is Dead, and I follow her on Instagram, and I was not the only one that purchased this because of her recommendation, because according to her, this stuff is magic. Now, I don't necessarily have dry skin, but I don't have, you know, oily skin either. So there it is. I have tried this on just my hand, and it is really nice. It is really, really nice. So there you go. It absorbs really, really well into the skin pretty fast. So I am anxious to try this as a primer. I was tempted to almost buy more than one because she raves about it so much, but I was afraid, like, you know, that would be the person that wouldn't like it, right? You know, you could always return it, but I decided to only purchase one because I really don't need, I have so much product anyway. But this, and it smells really good. So really excited to try this. Teresa is dead, says it's going to change my life. And so many people, I saw so many people purchasing this just because she recommends it so much. So let's hope, I think it's going to be really great, especially during the winter months. Okay, the next product is a product that I did say I was going to purchase if it was available. It did come back in stock, and I definitely do not need it, but I decided to purchase it anyway, and that is the Persona Bronze Multi-Stick in the shade Dune. So it only has 2 shades. This is the lighter one. Really excited to try this. A lot of people absolutely rave about it, and it ended up being only $13. So here it is. So really pretty color, anxious to try it. You know, obviously I got the mini of the Bondi Bay, but really good size. I like Persona. I've only tried a few things of Persona, but what I've tried I've really liked. So this is June. Again, it was only $13. It did, both shades did sell out pretty early. So that was one of the things that I did. There was a couple things that I did think were going to sell out, and this was one of them, and it did sell out pretty quickly. Okay, the next product is another product I said I was going to purchase, and it is the Sand and Sky Australian Pink Clay Pore Fining Face Mask. So this is a travel size. I really don't need a face mask. I have some that I don't even have time to use. However, I've heard such good things about this one, and it had fabulous reviews, people swearing by it, plus it was a travel size. So this was, I think, ended up being $12.50, and because it's small, I felt like, okay, it's not that bad, and it is pretty small. So again, it was only $12.50, but this normally runs $25. So was, you know, anxious to try it, and I was gonna try and use it today. I just didn't have time. It smells amazing. But that is the clay mask, and really anxious to try this. And then one of the things I also do love is that in it has a little application brush. So you do have a little brush where you can apply it. Really cute, teeny tiny. To be honest, I probably won't use this. I have a bigger kind of facial spatula to use for masks, but I do think this is kind of cute. But I did end up getting this, really anxious to try it, and hopefully we'll be able to report back on it. Okay, so I have 2 more products left, and the next one was one that I didn't think I was going to pick up. I had planned on picking up the Oma Beauty powder. However, it ended up selling out. The shade that I was going to, I was kind of like, should I buy it, should I not? And then I think it was sold out by like 8 a.m. When I decided, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna purchase it, I went on, and at 8 a.m. It was already sold out. At least my shade was. Many of the shades of the Oma powder did sell out. So I didn't end up picking it up. So this is the Beauty Bakery powder. And first of all, I love the packaging because it's like a little bakery bag. And I got the Rice White shade. And the reason why I picked up this shade is because it's a shade that I don't have. I have a lot of translucent powders right now, so I really didn't need another translucent powder. But I thought this was really great for brightening. It is white. It is very white. Probably great for under the eyes. And I had gone into Ulta for something else recently, and then I just kind of swung by. I knew this was going to be on sale, so I went and just tried it. And this powder is so finely milled. It is so smooth. So I was like, after that, I was like, I think I might buy that. So that ended up being only $12. Now it does have talc. So a lot of people were, you know, there's a lot of reviews that are negative because it does have talc. But you know, it's not something I'm going to be using every day, and I'm fine with that. So I'm not, you know, I'm not upset about that, but really anxious to try this. I was, you know, like I said, I used this in store, I tested it out, and it was very, very blurring. And so I'm curious to try this one as a brightener, but yeah, I ended up getting that powder. Okay, so the last product I purchased was the Kopari Ultra Restore Body Butter. Now, again, this was one, I think it ended up being $16. I think it ended up being $16. I have quite a few moisturizers right now, but again, this was one that I was thinking about. I had kind of mentioned I might purchase it. I love Kopari, and the reviews were amazing. So some people either love the scent or hated the scent. I am in the I love it scent. I think it's beautiful. And it's very natural smelling, very, I've used this a couple times on my hands. It is very absorbent. It really just, I've been using it on my hands a lot. Really, it doesn't leave my hands greasy, but it definitely hydrates them and moisturizes them. So really anxious to start using this all over my body. This does have coconut oil, so if you are one that has, reaction to coconut oil, then obviously you don't try it. But I'm really anxious to try this, especially again in the winter months, because I feel like it's going to be something that's very hydrating, but it's not going to leave me greasy. So that is it. That's everything I purchased in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale for fall 2022. I didn't go crazy. I probably bought stuff that I didn't need. I definitely didn't need powder. I definitely didn't need bronzer. Honestly, I didn't really need any of this, but it was stuff I wanted to try, and it's 50% off, but I think I did okay. I didn't buy any eyeshadow palettes. Now, there weren't that many eyeshadow palettes. There was some from Morphe, was one of the surprise steals, and then the Lorac one. The Lorac one I did like, do I want it? Do I want it? And I ended up holding back, and then it sold out. Like that one sold out pretty quickly as well. So there just wasn't a lot of eyeshadow palettes in the sale this time, but I thought I did pretty good. The lip liners, I need to do a declutter of the lip liners that I have, and there's definitely a lot that I need to get rid of. And so I felt pretty good getting those, because those are all shades that I'm going to be using. And they were a really great price. And I go through, lip liners is something that I use quite often. Everything else, I thought I did okay. I thought I didn't go overboard. But let me know in the comments below what you purchased during the sale, if you purchased anything. And then if you are watching this, for future sale, a lot of these products do come back during the sale. Sometimes they're first time steals, but then they'll come back for a future sale. So it's always a really good chance to try a brand that you've never tried before, or maybe there's a product, or maybe you're just getting products that you normally use. I didn't get any restocks. There were a lot of brow pencils and a lot of mascaras, but I didn't do any restocks. So that was the one thing I didn't do. But I think I did pretty good. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.